So the first project is location, Lublubnak along Abra-Cervantes Road. Scope of work, retrofitting, strengthening of bridge with the approved budget for the contract of 19,599,960 pesos and 88 centavos, and with a contract duration of 112 calendar days. So prospective bidders must be with pickup license category of size range small b, license category of D, C and D, and the cost of the bid documents is 25,000. Then the next project is 25PA0155, retrofitting, strengthening of permanent bridges, Don Mariano Marcos Bridge along Abra-Kalinga Road. And the scope of work is retrofitting or strengthening of bridge with the approved budget for the contract of 29,399,909 pesos and 26 centavos with the contract duration of 140 calendar days. And prospective bidders must be with pickup license categories of size range small b, license categories C and D, and the cost of the bidding documents is 25,000. And the procurement of infrastructure programs, submission and receipt of bids. So bidders shall submit their bid through their duly authorized representative using the forms specified in the bidding documents in 2 separate sealed bid envelopes or 2 password-protected bidding documents in compressed archives folders in case of electronic bid submission, and which shall be submitted simultaneously. So the first envelope shall contain the following technical information or documents. We have here the PhilJobs Certificate of Registration and Membership in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the revised IRR. Then we have the registration certificate from the SEC, Department of Trade and Industry for Sole Proprietorship or CDA for Cooperatives. Then we have the mayor's or business permit, the tax clearance, then the statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, the statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, the pickup license and registration, the bid security in the prescribed form, the amount and the validity period, then the project requirements, which shall include the following: the organizational chart for the contract to be bid, the list of contractors' personnel to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data, and the list of the contractor's major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreement supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project as the case may be. Then we have the omnibus search statement in accordance with Section 25.3 of the revised IRR, the NFCC computation, the audited financial statement, JVA or duly notarized statement in accordance with Section 23.1b of this IRR if applicable. Then we have the second envelope shall contain the financial information or documents. We have the financial bid form, the bid prices in the bill of quantities, the detailed estimates including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in the coming up of the bid. Then we have the cash flow by quarters. Notwithstanding the eligibility of a bidder, the procuring entity concerned reserves the right to review qualifications for the bidder at any stage of the procurement process if the procuring entity has reasonable grounds to believe that a misrepresentation has been made by the said bidder, or that there has been a change in the bidder's capability to undertake the project from the time it submitted its eligibility requirements. Should such review uncover any misrepresentation made in the eligibility requirements, statements, or documents, or any changes in the situation of the bidder which will affect the capability of the bidder to undertake the project so that it fails the eligibility criteria, the procuring entity shall consider the said bidder as ineligible and shall disqualify it from obtaining an award or contract in accordance with Rules 21, 22, and 23 of the revised IRR. Then we have the procurement timeline. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders on June 2 to 23, 2025 at the Office of the Procurement Unit and upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the JPP. May also be downloaded free of charge from the website of the PhilJobs and DPWH website www.dpwh.gov.ph, provided that the bidder shall pay the non-refundable fee for the bidding documents not later than the submission of their bids. So bids must be duly received by the box secretariat through manual submission or at electronic bids abra@dpwh.gov.ph for electronic submission on or before 10 a.m. on June 23, 2025. Late bid shall not be accepted. Bid opening shall be at 2:00 p.m. on June 23, 2025 at the conference room of the procurement group. Only authorized liaison officer whose name appears on the contractor's registration certificate with the presentation of his or her ID duly issued by its construction firm and special power of attorney shall be allowed to submit and draft bidding documents. The back of the DPWH Abra DEO reserves the right to reject any and all bids declared a failure of bidding or not award the contract at any time prior to the contract award in accordance with section 35.6 and 41 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184 without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders. Interested bidders may obtain further information from the Office of the Procurement Unit, DPWH Abra or results in 807 Bagay. We've done, sir, with the procurement time.
So, are there any matters to these updates or announcement?
Just an announcement. On June 30, that's going to be Friday, we will be conducting the pre-bid of one goods and other related services, 94 GPA 09, and one civil works project, 25 PA 0157. Pre-bid will be at 10 in the morning. That's all, sir.
Okay. If there's are no more matters to be discussed, this meeting is now adjourned.